Hi, my name's Carl Krenzel. What is market value versus the assessed value of a home here in Tucson? When it's time to sell your Tucson home, there can be a little bit of confusion when you're trying to determine the value of your property. Now, if you really want to know what your home is worth, you'll definitely want to go ahead and pay to have an appraisal done, or a real estate agent could be able to provide you with detailed CMA or a market analysis reports, letting you know what's going on in your neighborhood. And knowing the difference between these home values, the appraisal, the tax assessor, as well as the CMA, the differences between those values can help you set your ideal price when you're selling your home in Tucson. So let's just quickly define what market value is versus the assessed value here in Tucson. The market value by definition, according to Fannie Mae, the market value is the most probable price that a property should bring in a competitive and open market under all conditions requisite to a fair sale, right? The buyer and seller each acting prudently, knowledgeably, and assuming the price is not affected by undue stimulus. That's what Fannie Mae describes as market value. Now, how do you get to this point? Basically, this is the amount that you could expect to get for your property if you kept your house on the market for a few months, provided everything goes smooth and you have potential buyers coming by your home on a regular basis. Okay? Now, the assessed value, by definition, according to Investopedia, is an assessed value is the dollar assigned value to a property to measure applicable taxes. Assessed valuation determines the value of a residence for tax purposes and takes comparable home sales and inspections into consideration. Now, understanding the assessed value can be a little bit confusing, okay? County property assessors give values to homes for tax purposes. All right, now this is much different and it's not reflective of the market value. Keep that in mind. Just because the tax assessor says your home is worth this amount does not necessarily mean your home is worth that amount. Might be worth more, might be worth a little bit less. The difference between the assessed value and the market value, all right, this little difference here, is called the equalization rate. This rate is used by the county to figure out your actual property value. Now, an appraised value, okay, when you think about it, your appraised value can vary between both of these. All right, now here's where it gets crazy. An appraisal is done by a licensed professional who rigorously checks the multiple listing service as well as all aspects of the home. Now, they might be 100% correct, but it's still the opinion of one person in one point in time. Whereas other methods are mathematically calculated based off your home's history and market conditions. Now, what the internet has to say about it is a little bit different. Now, the large real estate sites have their own formulas for determining property values. Now, these values are they're broad, right? And based on a lot of market conditions and information based on users on the site directly. Now, they don't always accurately reflect your home personally. As you can clearly see, there's a lot of sites out there that you can get your values from. But you might want to think of it like the Kelley Blue Book for cars, right? It's a close guess, but determining what the actual value of your home can be a lot different. Now, people, I'm not going to lie, here in Tucson, they do report seeing these numbers being off by $20, $30, even $50,000 or more. So what does this really mean for you as a seller? What's the big so what in all of this, right? You definitely want to do your homework. Make sure that you do all of the research you can and get all the numbers you can find listed above and understand the terms such as equalization rates and fair market value, okay? Make sure you understand them clearly, because when you're working with a true professional who can help you accurately determine the value of your home, you're going to get a lot closer value. Now, setting a great asking price for your property is critical. Okay, you don't want to set it too high and have it repeatedly lowered to try and get buyers through the door. Remember, the differential between what people actually offer versus what their home actually sells for is usually 2 or 3%. It's not that wild of a spring, right? So when you think about it, for obvious reasons. You don't want to set your asking price too low, right? I mean, to get the price you want, you have to exercise a little bit of patience and make sure you're working with a true professional in Tucson. Listen, if you want to learn more about the best ways to sell your Tucson home, send me a message here by clicking below or give me a call directly on my cell phone at 520-403-6227. Thanks a lot for listening in and have a great day. Bye-bye.